All right. I think I am unmuted. Yes. Hello. Welcome. All right, there's just two of us so far. Hi. Thanks for joining me. I'm Maureen. This is Vinyasa Flow Level 1-2. And we're going to be focusing on strength today. We're going to be getting into Vashisthasana, side plank, in some various different forms. There are no specific props that I would say are required or, are going to be necessary today, but if there are any things you'd like to have that are handy, that are useful to your practice, blocks, strap, belt, towel, blanket, any of those, grab whatever you need. And I'm going to have a little soft music in the background for us. All right, so we are ready to go. Let's start on our mats. All right, just come onto your back briefly to begin. We're not going to be there very long. Just a moment to settle into the mat, into the space. Position yourself however you're comfortable. Feet on the mat, legs extended, arms near the sides or overhead. And then take about 5 long, deep, smooth inhales and exhales through the nose. So with your eyes closed and the body still, focus only on the breaths. Taking those 10 breaths and just starting to feel like your breath is building in the body. And then when you are ready, lay one hand over your belly. Bring the other hand over your heart. And take a moment if you'd like to set an intention or dedication. Just think about what you would like to get out of the practice this evening. Just give yourself that little reminder to work at your pace. I'll be offering options to go deeper, to back off, to take breaks as needed. Just honor your body where you are right now in your practice. Draw the palms together, prayer. Let your thumbs rest right between your eyebrows. And then as you inhale, slide the thumbs up the forehead. Begin to stretch the arms all the way apart. And then reach behind you as your legs extend forward. And then keep the arms stretched back. Draw one knee and then the other in towards the chest. Reach your arms forward now. Collect your knees. Give yourself a hug and sway a bit. And then gently roll over to your side, either side. Press into the ground. Draw yourself all the way upright. And come forward to hands and knees. So once you are set up in a tabletop position on all fours, just start a few rounds of cat and cow to connect your movement with your breath. And then start to notice each time you come into cat's breath that you can really round through the upper back. So it's almost like you're pulling your navel up to your spine, scooping and hollowing out the front body, lifting it away from the ground. A couple more cycles of cat and cow. And then settle into a neutral spine. Keep a flat back for now. Step your right foot back, coming onto the ball of the foot. Now do this for me. Keep the foot where it is. Push into the hands, round the back body like cat's breath. Try to do a cat's breath here. Try to dome in between the shoulder blades as much as you can. Now pull the belly up away from the ground. Keep that. Bend your right knee, bring it into your chest. Try to not touch the ground. Keep rounding through the upper back. Try to kick your heel to your buttocks and lift the shin higher. Beautiful. And then go ahead and step it all the way back. Come back to neutral. Maybe try that one more time. Round first, push into the ground, lift the front body away from the mat, and then draw the knee in. Try to not let it touch the mat at all as you pull it toward your chest. Take another breath here, feel the core really engage. And then go ahead and step the foot back. And then take the knee down. Let's try that on the other side. Step your left foot back so you're on the ball of the foot. So you have a low line from shoulders to heel right now. And then I'm gonna have you start that cat's breath before you bring the knee in. So you get as much lift up away from the ground so you can clear the mat. When you're ready, bring that left knee all the way high to the chest. Try to really get a lot of pulling up away from the mat. And then go ahead and stretch that leg back. Rest the ball of the foot. Pause, come to a neutral spine. Take another inhale here. Now as you exhale, start with the rounding of the back body. Take the cat's breath first, so you're scooping out the belly, and then draw the knee slowly up into the chest, and then really get that chin higher. And then go ahead and stretch it back, settle it down. Take the knee down, sit back onto the heels, maybe child's pose, or maybe just pause and rotate the wrists. We'll take a child's pose later, at least one. During the class, you're welcome to take more if you like. Okay, let's go ahead and come back onto hands and knees. And then you're going to come into down dog, a little bit of a shorter down dog. So staying where you are, just tuck your toes behind you, lift your knees up, and then just pedal the feet a bit. Just a little bit of moving in this kind of semi-shortened down dog. And then go ahead and walk the feet closer together. And then settle into the pose with your feet touching at the back of your mat. And then take an inhale and extend your right leg straight back behind you. And then you guessed it, we're going to try that shift forward. So lift off of your left heel, bring the right leg higher. Now start to feel that rounding of the back as you pull the knee in. Try to lift it as high into the shin into the chest as you can. And then go ahead and stretch it all the way back. And then just set it down. Don't worry, we'll step forward later. Extend the left leg straight back. And then go ahead and bring the knee in, start to pull away from the ground. Shift forward enough that the shoulders come right above the wrist. And try to find that same lift you did when we did this kneeling. And then go ahead and stretch it all the way back. Step the foot down. And take the knees down. Widen them. Now go ahead and take a child's pose. Go ahead and come back up off of your child's pose. Return to tabletop once again. Okay. Now, in this tabletop, you're going to keep your wrists under your shoulders. You're going to keep your hips above your knees, but you're going to take your knees together, kind of like we did with that short down dog with the feet together. Now the inner knees are touching. Now I'm going to have you step your right foot back, coming onto the ball of the foot. Look back at the feet. Spin your right foot all the way onto the mat, and then make sure that your left toes are pointing at the arch of the foot. And then leaning into the left hand, take your right hand off the mat. You can bring it to hip first if you need to steady yourself. When you're ready, raise it right up to the ceiling. So this is our modified side plank. So this may be revisited later, or you may choose to go further. If this is a lot of work for you to find balance and to engage the core, you're gonna maybe stick with this. Press into the back foot a lot. Push the ground away with your bottom hand. Reach the right hand higher. Take another inhale. On your exhale, turn back to face the mat, lower the hand, lower the knee. Settle back in so your knees are touching, and then you're gonna switch sides. Step the left foot back, and then as you spin it down, look back and make sure that your legs are in one line. But then as you kind of lean into the right hand, that right hand is out a little bit wider for balance. When you're ready, take the left hand off of the mat, and then open towards that side, reaching up to the ceiling. When you're ready, press the back foot a lot. Open the chest, draw the shoulders back. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, turn to face the mat. Bring the hand down, lower the knee. All right, go ahead and now take the knees back to hips distance width. And then let's do this. Step your right foot back again. Come onto the ball of the foot. Pause, seal the ball of the foot, push into the hands, straight, strong arms. Step your left foot back to meet it in plank. And then start to look forward past the edge of your mat. Shift forward at least 2 inches, then take the knees down. Then do this. Bend your elbows just a couple of inches. Little mini chaturanga push-up. Keep them close to the body. And then go ahead and straighten the arms. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees up, straighten the legs, come back to a full plank. Take an inhale in full plank, and then exhale, pull the hips back. Use the core to pull the hips back to downward facing dog. All right, let's move with the breath a little bit here. We're gonna go in and out of plank. Take an inhale, shift forward, come to a full plank. On your exhale, pull the belly up away from the ground, push the thighs back, down dog. Do that again. Inhale, glide forward to plank. Exhale, return to down dog. Take it again. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Pause here. Look forward, shift. Then you're going to take a chaturanga push-up. Maybe the knees come down again. Maybe you bend the elbows a little bit more. Then press the ground away, straighten the arms. Lift the knees up. Exhale, down dog. So maybe that was a lot for you. Maybe you're just going to shift back and forth. Maybe you're going to try it again. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, maybe knees down, maybe knees up. Chaturanga push-up. Press back to plank. Exhale, down dog. Let's do that once more. Inhale. You can modify this. You can skip the chaturanga. Exhale when you're ready. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your hands now all the way back to your feet. So coming off the hands for a moment, take a little break. If you're dealing with wrist issues, come onto the hands from time to time. Maybe rotate the wrists. You can always come onto forearms if you're dealing with any kind of pain in the wrist. That makes it a little harder. Just lean forward for maybe about 5 more breaths. And then bending your knees. Let your arms hang as you roll upright to stand. And then roll the shoulders back. Take a moment to stand tall at the back of the mat. Float your arms out to the sides as you inhale. Reach the ceiling, look all the way up. As you exhale, draw the hands down to the front. Stand tall, reach between the head up as the hands come in front of the chest. Let's do 2 half sun salutes to the back of the mat. Inhale, arms circle out and up. As you exhale, arms out, hinge forward at the waist as you come all the way down to a fold. Inhale, place the hands to the shins, arms uttanasana, flat back, halfway. Exhale, fold back in. Arms out now with that flat back, rise all the way up. Reach to the ceiling and then exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Take that again. Inhale, arms stretch out and up. Exhale, arms out, leaning forward, uttanasana. Inhale, halfway to Ardha Uttanasana. Folding, exhaling, Uttanasana. Arms out, inhale, press all the way to stand, reach up, look up, stay tall as you draw the hands to the heart. All right, Let's come to the top of the mat. Once again, find a nice tall stance. Center the weight evenly in both feet. Feet can be hips distance or together. Draw the hands to the heart for a moment. Release the shoulders down the back. On your inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the ceiling. On your exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, rise halfway up with a long spine. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands. You're going to step back to plank pose. One foot and then the other, so you're in a full plank, wrists are under shoulders. Do this for me. Modify, take the knees down for a moment. So you're still in plank, but it's a modified plank. The shoulders are still above the wrists. Keep the toes curled under. We're gonna do this little exercise. Without letting the hips lift any higher than they are, on your exhale, you're gonna press the tops of the thighs up and straighten the legs. Come to a full plank. And then go ahead and lower down. So keep the hips from hopping up higher. Do that again. Thighs press up, full plank, core engaged a lot. Take the knees down. One more time. Thighs press up, legs straighten. Now look forward. Shift your shoulders past your wrists. On your exhale, maybe knees up, maybe knees down, chaturanga. This time all the way to the mat. Yes, feels good to lie down. Stretch the legs back. Note where your wrists are. If they're underneath your shoulders, move them back so that the wrists are under the elbows. And just note that maybe you need to lean further forward for chaturanga. Hug the elbows in, push into the palms, inhale, come forward to a low cobra, roll the shoulders back. Keep the feet where they are. Exhale, lower down. Take another one, inhale, lengthen further forward first before you peel up away from the ground. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come forward again to cobra. Exhale, lower down. Stay down for a moment and curl your toes underneath. So you can keep the knees where they are. You're going to push up to plank. Maybe take it modified, or maybe straighten the legs, lift the kneecaps, keep the elbows close. Push straight down. As you inhale, come all the way up to plank. As you exhale, pull the hips back to down dog. All right. Go ahead and take an inhale, shift forward to plank again. Then exhale, go back to down dog. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now go ahead and bring your feet close together at the back of your mat. And then take an inhale and extend your right leg all the way back. Now we're going to do the same thing. This time we're actually going to step it forward. Use the same actions. Lift the left heel. Bend the right knee. Pull it really high to the chest. Dome in between the shoulder blades. And then step it through. So maybe it still didn't get all the way there. It takes a long time to build that up. You can give it a wiggle or a boost. Or take the back knee down or hands on blocks. Once that foot comes forward, you're going to spin your back foot down 45 degrees. And you're going to line the front heel with the back arch. Make sure that's the case. You may need to walk your right foot to the left a little bit. Once you're heel to arch, you're going to inhale upright to warrior 2. So I'm going to turn around so I can be facing you. Once you're up in warrior 2, take note. Where's your right knee pointing? It should go straight forward. Your back heel should be further back from the toes, so a true 45. And then the upper body is lifted and long on both sides. Shoulders down the back, arms stretch out. Look forward, bend your right knee even a little further. See if you can really get into this front right thigh. Stay on the back heel a lot. Press the outer edge of the back foot. Let's move in and out with the breath. Arms go up, front leg straightens as you inhale. Exhale as you return to warrior 2, look forward. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, once again, reach up, keep your right leg straight. Stretch the arms out. Take a teeny little bend in your right knee, just enough that you're not locking into the joints. Then begin to reach your right arm forward. Let your hips shift back towards your back heel. Reach a little further out Then take your hand down lightly to your shin, left arm straight to the ceiling, or you can use props if you'd like to have a block or some other prop behind, outside of the foot to give you that lift. Make sure the right hand doesn't go too far down that it pulls you towards your mat. Keep the chest open, raise that left arm really high. Lengthen the torso forward, so really work to extend through both sides of the waist. And then from triangle pose, press into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way back up to stand. And then look forward. Bend your right knee once again. Now reach forward, all the way out. Then form to thigh, left arm straight up. Or maybe you're taking the hand inside of the foot. Maybe once again using a prop. If you really want the challenge, glue the arm and leg together, but don't touch the ground. Really squeeze your right hand in as you press arm and leg together, open the chest, reach even higher, maybe take the top arm overhead now. So spin the tricep inward, flip the palm back and extend long to that top arm. Press the back heel a lot. Bend your right knee further. And extend that left arm all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, turn to face the ground. Place your right hand outside of the foot, left hand inside. Lift your back heel, spin onto the ball of the back foot. Now keep your left hand planted exactly where it is, or place a block under it if you need more height. Then float your right arm straight out to the right, like it's an airplane wing. Keep the right knee bending forward. Take another inhale and lengthen. As you exhale, you're going to slowly twist toward the right and raise that right arm all the way to the ceiling. Keep your back leg straight. If you need to modify, you can take the knee down, but ideally work to get the leg straight if that means something under the bottom hand to give you a little bit more lift so you can access the twist. Take another inhale. With your exhale, turn to face the ground, bring that hand down. From your high lunge, you're going to step back to plank pose. So you can take the back knee down and slide it back if you need to. Then once you're in plank pose, look forward. Shift your shoulders past your wrists. Keep leaning on your exhale. Chaturanga once again all the way down. Once you're down, stretch the toes back. Push into the palms. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Come into low cobra. Maybe stay there. Or if you're ready, straighten the arms, press to up dog. Maybe keep the knees down today. Maybe lift the knees and straighten the legs. Take another inhale. Then exhale to down dog. If you want the challenge, try to not lower the knees as you flip the feet. Return to down dog. Once you're in down dog, bring your feet together. Sides of the big toes touching at the back of the mat. Then take an inhale, extend your left leg straight back behind you. Now, really work that core. You're going to lift your right heel. As you start to pull the left knee in, shift forward and do that catch round. Pull the navel up to the spine, step it forward. Give yourself a moment if it didn't get there. And then if you need to walk it inward a little bit, so that when you spin your back foot down, you'll be heel to arch. You can also do this on blocks or fingertips. Once you're set up, heel to arch. Inhale, rise up to your warrior two. Give yourself a moment to find the pose. Good alignment. Keep the left knee tracking over the toes. Keep the entire right leg, especially that foot at a 45-degree angle. See if you can soften the shoulders a little bit. See if you can keep the upper body lifted and squared toward the side as you really guide that left knee deeply forward. On your inhale, now straighten the leg, reach the arms up. Maybe look all the way between the hands. Exhale, glance forward, bend the knee, warrior two. Inhale, lift. With your breath, exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale it up. Exhale, return. Inhale, arms lift, legs straighten. Exhale, warrior two. And then inhale this time. As you reach up, keep the legs straight. Arms stretch out. Micro bend the left knee. Looking forward, reach all the way toward the next room. And then take that hand down, shin or props outside the foot. Right arm straight up. So notice here, try to get your arms in a nice vertical line. This will come in handy later when we play around with flashy styles in the side plank, working to find that kind of extension open across the chest. And then from your triangle pose, press in the feet as you inhale, lift all the way upright. Glancing forward, re-bend that knee. Strong warrior, two legs. Now reach that left arm out. So if you are choosing form to thigh, make sure to keep some space so that side doesn't collapse and the shoulder doesn't hunch forward. So maybe you're staying there because that's a better way to access the pose. Maybe you're taking your fingertips or a block inside the foot and squeezing arm and leg together. Maybe you're trying to do this without the hand actually on the ground. So you're letting the palm face inward and pressing arm and leg together so that the fingers come close to the ground but don't even touch it. That's if you want the extra work. When you're ready, you're going to take that top arm overhead, spiral the tricep inward, and then extend all the way to the fingertips. Don't lose the bend of that front knee. Don't lose the anchor of the back heel. As you inhale, stretch it all the way up. As you exhale, start to turn to face your mat. So you're going to release the right hand down, right across from the foot, lifting the back heel. Maybe a block is under this hand. If you chose on the other side, set it up. And then let the upper body extend forward as you float the left arm out to the side. Take another inhale and lengthen. Then as you exhale, twist to the left. Give yourself another inhale and your twist. And then let it go on the exhale as you take that hand down. So maybe you're going to step straight to down dog because you need more of a rest, or take a child's pose. Maybe you're going to step to plank. Then shift forward. Look past your mat as you exhale, chaturanga. Maybe just halfway to find that 90, and then inhale, flip the feet up dog, or you can stay low with cobra. On your exhale, use the core to pull the hips back as you flip the feet back under, down dog. Give yourself 5 more breaths here in down dog or lower in child's pose. When you are ready, come back or down dog. Hips stay lifted, look forward. Lift your heels, bend the knees, push the hips back. Then you can choose to just walk to the front of the mat, take a step and another, or warm up, feet to hands. Once you are at the front, inhale, rise up halfway. And then exhale, fold over the legs. Then inhale, arms out, rise all the way to stand. Reach up, look up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Pause here. Okay, stay at the top of your mat. Step your feet all the way together now. So take that narrow stance. Insides of the big toes touching. Hands together at the heart. Start to bend your knees. Make sure the weight goes almost all in the big feet. Lift the toes a bit more so you're not like knuckling the toes. And then take the arms out like wings for a moment. Turn the palms forward. Inhale, stretch the arms straight out in front of you. Then, sit the hips 2 inches lower, raise the arms maybe 2 inches higher. Maybe that's enough, maybe go further with that. Keep moving the hips back and down, arms forward. Take another inhale and share. With your exhale, forward fold, release. Take an inhale, rise halfway up, long spine, heart forward. Bending your knees, maybe vinyasa, maybe not. So stepping to plank, then shifting forward, bending 90, all or halfway to the mat. Inhale, right into cobra or up dog. Exhale, right back to down dog. All right, keeping your feet where they are now. Take an inhale and extend your right leg all the way back. Then think about engaging that core. Lift that opposite heel. As you bring that right into the chest, don't let it touch the ground. Pull it away from it, step it up. Once it's there, spin your back foot 45. This time, line up heel to heel. Make sure that's the alignment, or you can even wiggle your right foot to the right more and do hip to hip. On an inhale, you're going to come up to warrior one. So now you're facing forward. You have a strong bend of this right knee, but you're staying on the back heel. Take the hands to the hips, and then turn the chest even more forward. Get the hips a little more square. Let this right hand just kind of gently hug the hips back and in. And then bring your awareness to your inner left thigh. Spin it further back. See if you can squeeze both inner thighs together and get the hips a little more aligned. Keep sending this front knee forward. At the same time, you pull the belly back and lift all four sides of the waist up. Then stretch your arms straight out in front of you. Try to square your chest forward. Keep the arms straight. Inhale, raise them up. Maybe they go all the way up. Maybe they stay more angled so the shoulders don't touch. Take another inhale, maybe look up. Consider touching hands. If that's too much for the shoulders, then just get them a little closer. Take another inhale, bend your front knee further. On your exhale, bring the hands down to the heart, lean forward, hands release to the mat. Come into a high lunge, step back to plank. Maybe vinyasa. You can always skip the vinyasas, you can always go right to down dog. Once you are back in down dog, so mindfully moving through a surya variation. Inhale, send the left leg straight back where it is. And then really work that lifting. Try to get as high away from the mat as you can to get that foot all the way between the hands. So once it's up there, however you got it there, back foot down 45, heel to heel, or open it up more hip to hip. So not too narrow of a stance for your body. Then as you inhale, come upright. Maybe just pause and take the hands to the hips for now. So if you need to kind of look down and adjust, make sure your feet, your toes are pointing in the right direction. 45 back foot, left toe straight forward, left knee bending right over the toes. Try to get the knee right above the ankle. And then as you work to square the hips forward, square the chest, the torso, the shoulders. And then go ahead and notice that your pelvis is tipping you forward. Let the front lift up. Stamp the back heel without bending the back knee. Send the arms forward. Try to lift the chest up. Now feel like you're almost scooping your front body out of it so that you don't kind of overarch forward back. With your inhale, begin raising the arms up. Stop when you feel the shoulders touch. Maybe it's right here. More forward side. Maybe it's higher for some. Shoulders down the back, looking up. And then see the work to touch the hands without bending the elbows back. Take another inhale. As you exhale, release through center, lean forward, plant the hands. So once again, maybe a vinyasa or skip it if you need. All right, from downward facing dog, do this for me. Take the feet together into that narrow stance. Now, take an inhale and shift forward into a plank. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Yeah, see if that lets you work your legs a little bit more in the pose, so it's not all just muscling through the upper body. And then pull the hips up, exhale, press back to down dog. Maybe try it again. Inhale, shifting forward to that narrow leg plank. Inner thighs squeeze, inner thighs roll up. Exhale, back to down dog. One more time. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and step the feet back to hips to switch. And then look forward. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Walk it up, step, step, or float. Once you're at the front of that, inhale halfway up. Exhale, fully back in. Bring the feet all the way together, bending the knees, drop the hips, scoop up the front body. Bring the arms forward and up, chair pose. Sit the hips a little lower. Then inhale, press to stand, reach all the way up. Exhale, the hands to the heart. All right. So we're going to move through Surya Namaskar V variation with the extended leg. So if you need to slow it down, skip vinyasas, feel free to do that. So moving at your pace, listening to your breath. When you're ready, start your chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees. Arms stretch forward and up in Uttanasana. Exhale, folding all the way into Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha halfway up. Knees bend, hands plant. Make your way to plank pose. From there, look forward, shift. Chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, finding your back bend, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing. Right away, inhale, send the right leg up and lift the left heel, then bring the knee in. Shift, step it forward, set it up, heel to heel or wider. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Then as you exhale, take it all the way back down, plant the hands, step back to plank. If you're not skipping the vinyasa, shift, take chaturanga. Inhale, heart forward, up dog. Exhale, flip over the feet, down dog. Inhale, left leg extends. Then really pull it up and through, step it up, sit it up, heel to heel or wider. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, ride the breath back down, plant the hands. Step it to plank. Follow through with the vinyasa. When you're ready, return to down dog. Go ahead and take your knees down. Let's take another brute child's pose. And then when you are ready, make your way all the way back up to hands and knees. All right, from your hands and knees position, take your hands forward, maybe about a handprint. So you want to make sure there's now distance between your hands and your knees. And then curl the toes under, lift the knees up, return to downward facing dog. From here, step your feet all the way together. Once the feet are centered, take an inhale and shift forward into a plank pose. Make sure your shoulders are right above your wrists. If you need to wiggle the feet back a little more, do it, but make sure the inner feet stay together. Now do this for me. You're going to turn your pelvis to the right, come onto the outer edge of your left foot, stack the feet. If this is like, oh, this is crazy, too much, take the bottom knee down. Seal the back foot. You're going to take that modified version again, or consider taking full Vashisthasana, feet stacked, flex, pressing the heels back, pointing the toes to the side, reaching up, opening across the chest. You can always take this bottom knee down if you need to. We know that variation. Maybe that's better for you. Take another inhale, reach higher with this top hand. Then with your exhale, slowly turn to face the ground, hand down, return to plank, shift back to down dog. All right, let's try it on the other side. So from down dog, narrow the stance, feet come together. You're going to turn around so I'm not facing behind. And then shift forward. Make your way into that plank pose. Squeeze the inner thighs, hug them together. Then if you know you're modifying, take the right knee down. If you're trying the full variation, try to keep the inner ankles stacked as you shift onto the knife edge of the right foot. When you're ready, come to the hip. Maybe it reaches straight up to the ceiling. Try to lengthen the crown of the head forward in either variation. Work the strength of the arms as you push the ground away with the bottom hand. Take another inhale. On your exhale, slowly take it down. Return to the mat. Maybe down dog, maybe child's pose, maybe go through a vinyasa to clear the way. You decide what's best for you. All right. Back to a downward facing dog. And then looking forward. Let the heels rise, bend the knees. Look where you want to go, and then bring your feet to your hands. Step top or just walk it. Once you're back at the front, inhale, stretch the heart forward. Exhale, fold over the legs. Then just keep the feet where they are. Stretch the arms out like wings, and inhale all the way up to stand. Stretch it all the way overhead. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right. Stand tall. Take a few breaths here. We're going to move through another flow series in just a moment. But give yourself a chance to kind of settle and steady the breath. All right, starting with chair pose. Feet come all the way together at the front of the mat. Settling into the heels, bend your knees as you inhale. Come through chair pose. Send the hips low into that chair, Utkatasana. Exhale as you fold over the legs, straighten them, bowing in. Inhale, stretch the heart forward, shoulders back, long spine. Bend your knees, optional vinyasa, or just down dog, you choose. Once you're in down dog, stretch that right leg all the way back and lift it up. Come on, above the back foot, and then draw the knee in, shift forward, around, step it through. Settle the back heel down so that you are heel to heel in your alignment. Or open it up hip to hip, rise straight up, warrior one. All right, and then once again, look between the hands. Maybe bend your front knee further forward, maybe touch the hands. With your exhale, draw the hands down to your heart. Walk your front foot, your right foot over to the left. So now center, and it aligns with the arch of the back foot. Then keep the knee bending forward, turn the torso to the left. Stretch the arms open so that you transition from warrior one to warrior two. Make sure your stance is long enough in warrior two that the knee doesn't go past the ankle. You can stretch it out a little further if needed. Okay. Let's go in and out once again. Raise the arms up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Stay here for a moment. Reverse your warrior. Get a nice little side stretch. Reach up high as you stretch that arm. Maybe a little further behind you. Back hand moving down the leg to the hip or behind the back if you prefer, without losing the bend of the right knee. Inhale, come all the way up right through warrior two. Now go ahead and exhale to straighten that leg. Right, reach through the right hand, cut the hips back. Take the hand down to where is best for you for triangle. Left arm straight up to the ceiling. And then let's take this. Turn the top palm back. Bring it behind you. Take a little wrap here. And then maybe try to keep the chest more open as you roll the top shoulder back. Crawling this hand behind you, even a little further toward this right side waist. Keep breathing. Keep the chest open. Keep the tiniest bend of your right knee. Consider making that bottom right hand lighter, and then maybe reaching it forward. Feel the core engage here. Keep the legs engaged as well. Feel like you're dragging your feet towards the center of your mat. And then take that hand back down. Unwrap the arm from behind you. Stretch it all the way to the ceiling. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way to stand. Look forward again. Re-bend your right knee. Inhale here. Exhale, reach that right arm forward. And take your variation of side angle, Parsvanasana. So form on thigh or hand to inside on something, or just kind of floating so that you can press the arm and leg together. Then flip that top palm the other way, send the arm overhead, lengthen. And then reach up to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, twist to face the ground, make your way into a high lunge. Okay, pause here on your high lunge. I'm going to turn back around. All right, staying in this high lunge. Keep your left hand planted, wrist under the shoulder. Then float the right arm to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take the twist again. All right, I'm going to ask you to do something kind of challenging. All right, option one, if you're feeling like modified Vashisthasana is best, lower your left knee and then slide or step your right foot back, the version we did in the beginning. Or if you want a little more challenge, wiggle your right foot off to the side and then roll to the outer edge of your back foot so you're taking this modified variation. Or if you're feeling crazy today, try to do this. Keep the arm reaching, take it to the hip if you need to, spin onto the knife edge of the back foot, and then step that foot back to meet it. However you got there, you got in some variation. Take another inhale there. Now exhale, turn to face the mat, bring the hands down. Make your way to a plank. Then decide, am I moving ahead, going through a vinyasa, or am I pulling back to down dog? Maybe you're taking a little child's pose again, because you know we have to do all that on the other side. So there's plenty of different ways to get into side plank from that twist. So you can take the modified, body down. You can work to kind of wiggle that kind of front foot off to the side, so that it gives you a little kickstand, and that helps you kind of be in between the poses. If you want the challenge, you're going to try to get that balance to just step the foot back. All right. Once you're in down dog, take another breath here. And then when you're ready to go through that second side, extend your left leg all the way to the back behind you. And then really work that lift away from the ground as you pull it into the chest and step it through. Set yourself up for a warrior one first. Back heel down, heel to heel or hip to hip. Inhale, rise up to rear one. All right, looking up. Arms stay straight. Maybe the arms are straight up, maybe they're angled. Try to get the hands to connect if you have to lower it. Take another breath here. Keep the front knee bent. Exhale, pull the hands to the heart. Walk your front foot over. Bring it to the center so that you'll be aligned heel to arch. And then turn your chest to that side without changing the legs. Stretch the arms out. So you may need to extend the stance a bit if your warrior one is a little shorter than warrior two, so you make sure you have a longer stance so the knee can stay right above the ankle. Look forward. On your inhale, float the arms up, straighten the front leg. Let's move with it. Exhale, look forward, warrior two. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two, keep the legs the same. Take a reverse. Stretch it up nice and high. So if you like that wrap, we're going to do it later anyway. You can take it here, or you can work the hand down the leg, keep the front knee bending. And then inhale it all the way up to warrior two. Exhale, now get that front leg to straighten. You're going to need a little soft. Extend through that front arm, reach ahead. Take the hands down. Find enough height that the chest doesn't collapse. As you open into Trikonasana, right arm straight up for now, so you feel that extension across the chest. So this should feel, Vashisthasana should feel similar to this from the waist up. So it doesn't feel like, So it's hard to get there, especially if the body is saying, oh, this is a lot of work. So modify if you need to, but feel open. Let the chest remain stretched open. Flip the top palm back. Bring that arm behind you. Try to crawl further and further to this frontal hip crease. Maybe wrap it around the side of the waist. Maybe roll the top shoulder back. Or maybe you're just going to stay here and just work the core engaging from here. Maybe you want to start to float the bottom hand out. Make sure it doesn't pull you down or lift you up out of the pose. You're just extending through that bottom side waist as you reach forward, and then you feel the core muscles really working. You feel the leg muscles working. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Take the hand all the way back down. Unwrap your right arm, reach it nice and high, press into the feet. Inhale, rise up. Look forward, front knee bends, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward, side angle. So take any variation. Hand inside or form on thigh, hand touching or not. Now spin that top tricep into the ear as you stretch the arm overhead. Maybe bend your left knee more. You press your right heel further and more into the back of the mat. And then reach up nice and high. Inhale. Exhale, turn yourself to face your mat. Make your way into a high lunge. Okay, give yourself a moment here. So you know, I'm going to turn around there. You know there's different ways to do this. Let's start with the twist. As you inhale, heart forward, float the left arm out. Make sure your right wrist is under your shoulder. As you exhale, push the ground away as you twist. All right. Prepare yourself to find your side plank. So option one, bottom knee down, step the left foot back. Option two, walk the left foot over and out of it as you roll to the back foot, and then step it back when you're ready, if you're going there, or just keep it as a kickstand. Or work from the entire pose gracefully, step the foot back without falling. Maybe you do fall, that's fine. Take a couple more breaths and work that openness across the chest. Feel the strength in the entire body. Keep breathing. Exhale, look to the ground. From wherever you are, make your way to plank. If you would like that last vinyasa, I'm not going to stop you. Once you pull the hips back to down dog, go ahead and bring the knees down. Give yourself a rest in child's pose. All right, when you are ready, go ahead and bring yourself up to sit. So now would be the time normally when I would have us go to the wall in a regular class. So if that interests you and you'd like to do any inversion, if you want to continue working strength, maybe a headstand at the wall or a headstand prep, or if you're feeling like, oh, I need something a little more calming right now, maybe a legs up the wall, or floating through your karate to the wall, right in the mat. You have a couch or a bed or something nearby. You can lay on your back and bend your knees and just place your legs, depending on the level, on that and do a little partial inversion. If you're not inverting at all, anything restful, or if you want to keep working a little bit more before we get into the back bends, maybe we'll do a little bit of core work. So this time is kind of a whatever you as a yogi in your practice this evening need. So I'll guide us through some core work. If it's not for you, whatever else you need before we kind of move through the rest of class. So if you're taking core work with me, I'm going to have you come to sit first with your feet on the mat, knees bent, holding the backs of the knees. So before we go any further, again, notice that your center kind of push back like that. See if you can sit up a little taller, but lean back, keeping a flat back. Then you're going to walk your feet down your head. So maybe just the toe tips are touching the ground. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And then feel like you could scoop the belly out a little bit without rounding the back, if that makes sense. So you feel the navel kind of runs the spine, but you keep the spine long. And then take this slow. Begin to float the feet up. Maybe spread the toes. Maybe lift the shins higher and higher. Maybe try to get them parallel to the ground. If the core is shaking right now, great, let it. It's working hard. So if you want to stay here, keep breathing, hold the backs of the knees. If you want to make it more challenging, shift your arms forward too. Taking a breath. Then take the toe tips down, come forward, tuck the knees. Relaxing. Okay, we'll do a couple more of those. So this is asana both toes. Hold the backs of the knees. And then sit up tall, flat back, shoulders back and down. So you're not hunched forward. And then lift the chest up. Lean back a bit as you walk the toes in. So you're bouncing on those sitting bones. Let the inner thighs squeeze, the knees don't pull apart and open. And then you're ready to start to float the toes. Take your time so you're not swinging the legs up. And then keep breathing and finding that balance. And once again, hold the backs of the knees for dear life if you need to. Or if you want them harder work, try to keep the chest lifted without flexing or rolling back. Navasana both toes. Maybe if you're crazy, try to straighten your legs a little more. Lower feet down, and forward. All right, we're going to do that one more time. We're going to add a little twist to it. So sitting up tall, holding the knees, shoulders back. Lean back like you're in a recliner. On the ground, keep breathing. If you're taking the arms forward, go for it. Another inhale. Now, on your exhale, lift your body to the right, like you're holding a present and presenting it to someone next to you. Enjoy. Here's your present. Keep the inner thighs together. Bring it back to center. Slowly twist to the left. Present that present to someone else. Then slowly bring it to center. I'm shaking too right now. Maybe straighten the legs and lift that present up to the ceiling. Take another inhale. And then exhale, see if you can lower down, bend the knees, reach the arms forward, roll all the way onto the back, lay onto your backs. 2. Stretch your legs straight forward. Reach your arms forward and all the way back, and just extend the abs and extend through the entire body. All right, keep your arms stretched back like this. So back to the hands are on the mat. Hands are maybe shoulder distance, they can be a little wider. Make sure the shoulders aren't creeping up. Then you're going to bend your knees and step your feet onto the mat. Make sure the heels are close to you so that your ankles are pretty much under your knees. If you're not sure, you can kind of look and kind of make sure that that's the case. All right, so feet are parallel to one another, they're hips distance width. Keep the arms stretched back, press into the feet, start to slowly peel the hips up away from the ground. Press the feet more, try to lift the hips higher, feel like you're stretching your fingertips further back. Take another inhale. With your exhale, reach the arms straight up to the ceiling as you lower the hips. Now take the arms next to your sides. Once the hands touch down, we're going to move with the breath. Press into the feet. As you lift the hips, raise the arms straight up, then reach back behind you. With your exhale, bring the arms up, lower the hips, and then arms by your sides. 3 more like that. Inhale, lift the hips, sweep the arms up and back. Exhale, bring it all the way back down, arms next. Inhale again, reach up, lift. Exhale, back down. One more dynamic bridge. Inhale, reach it up and all the way back. Exhale, take it all the way back down next to you. All right, make sure the heels are really too far away. Grab the edges of the mat. Grip it. Then, twisting the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up, up, up away from the ground. Roll the shoulders under you. Keep gripping the mat. Press the arms down and feel like you're pulling the mat out from center. So you're really engaging the arms here. Push into the feet. Try to get the hips higher. Take another inhale. And then unclasp the mat as you exhale. Slowly wiggle the shoulders out of it and lower the hips. Come to rest with your arms by your sides for a couple of breaths. And then we're going to take one more. So you can do that same grabbing the mat, or you can take traditional bridge with the arms clasped underneath the hands, or some kind of strap, belt, or towel. So whatever your last bridge is going to be, what's best for your shoulders. Press into the feet, lift the hips up. Maybe grip the mat, roll the shoulders under, or maybe roll the shoulders under, clasp the hands, and then push through the whole length of both arms. Really work all 4 corners of the feet to press into the mat and try to get the hips higher and higher to the ceiling. Take 2 more breaths. Ready to release the grip of the hands. Slowly bring yourself all the way back down. Once you are down, just take a happy breath. Draw your knees in. Hold them. Hold them apart wide. Flex the feet. Press the sole of the feet up to the ceiling, and then you can keep holding the knees or the calves, or bring your arms to the side. Grab the outside of the feet as you rock it side to side. And then release the feet, hug the knees into the chest. All right, we're going to take a twist. Stretch the arms out. Drop your bent knees to the right. Let your gaze turn toward the left. So if this is a great twist for you, stay here. If you need to modify it in some way, make it a little deeper, maybe you bring your right hand and hold the side of the leg and pull it further across. Maybe you cross the leg over, or maybe you kind of work to extend the bottom leg or the top leg. There's different variations. Everyone has a certain twist that just feels best for them. So find whatever that is for you and settle into it so that you can kind of really release both shoulders into the back of the mat. And then start to bring your knees back through center. Switch sides in your twist. So knees drop to the left. And then maybe gaze to the right. And then adjust it however you did to match the first side. Any variations with the legs. And then bring your knees back through center. Give yourself a hug. And then make your way upright to sit. You can roll back and forth or roll to your side and come up. And then find a seated position. If you need something under the seat, any props, towels or blankets or even a block, sit on them if it helps you to sit up straight. And then stretch your legs straight forward. So we're going to have us start with Janushirasana, bending your right knee. Actually, no, bending your left knee, excuse me. Pull that knee towards you. Let it come to the side. Bring the sole of the foot to the inner thigh, and then keep the upper body facing forward. So this knee is pointing to the side. You can rest on something if you have a prop that you want to support it. Keep the right toes flexed, pointing up. Stretch the arms out to the sides. Take a moment here. Do this first before we fold forward. Bend your elbows. Draw the forearms together. Cross your left over your right. So left over the right. And then do shoulder shrug. So if it's a little too tight for the shoulders, you can always hug them. Try to get the elbows high. Try to lift the back legs up off of the waist and sit even taller as you send that right heel further forward. And then uncross the arms, stretch them out. Turn the palms up. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Now exhale, keep long across the back body for as long as you can. Reach out and take it slowly, reaching forward. And then exhale, lower over the right leg. Collect the foot, the toes, the ankle, the calf perhaps. Grab something. If you can't grab any part of the leg and you have a strap or a belt, something to loop, great. Use that so you have a little leverage so you can lengthen over the right leg. And then with each exhale, lower a little further to the ground. And then inhale, slowly back upright. Bring that knee in. Send that leg forward, switch sides, bend the right knee. As you bring it towards you, open the knee. Seal that foot to the inner left thigh. Flex the left foot, sit up tall. Keep your spine long as you take the arms out. Cactus arms for a moment. Try to keep the elbows from dipping below the shoulders as you bring them in front of you. Now cross right over left. So if you're doing the shoulder hug, that's fine too. Try to get the elbows further away from you and further from the ground. And then try to lengthen upward through the upper body away from the ground, sitting a little taller, sending that left heel forward a little more. And then uncross the arms, stretch open. Palms up as you reach for the ceiling. Inhale, get as much length as you can before you tip forward. Exhaling. Keep reaching out and out and out before you go down. And then find wherever you need to hold on to something. You forward over the left leg, lower you down. Inhale, slowly rise back upright. Bring the right knee in, send that leg forward. Shift a little side to side so that you've found center once again. And then we're going to finish with one last fold. Stretch your arms all the way to the ceiling. On your exhale, Reach forward, lengthen out, and then come all the way into Paschimottanasana. Final forward fold, draw the chin toward the chest. Lengthen over both legs and both heels forward out. As you inhale, come all the way back into space. Let's come onto our backs. Scoot forward a bit. Let's finish with a brief hip stretch. So coming into thread the needle, laying onto your back. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Flex the right foot, move the knee away from you. If you're already feeling a stretch, stay. Or reach forward, grab the back of your left thigh, draw it towards you, trying to keep the tailbone still on the ground and the shoulders and head on the mat. Stay here for just 5 breaths, just enough that you can kind of get a little bit into that outer right hip while not straining and struggling too hard. When you are ready, switch sides. Lower that foot, step the right foot down, cross left over right. Keep that foot flexed, knee moving away from the left shoulder. Maybe pull that right thigh towards you. And then once again, about 5 or so breaths. Bring the needle. And then slowly release. Take your time to come into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Maybe just stretch the legs forward. Maybe grab some comforting props. And whatever shape you've chosen, once you are settled in and your body can relax, close your eyes and just let go. Let yourself rest. start to become aware of your body again. Move toes and fingers. Maybe stretch your arms overhead once again, letting your feet come to step onto the mat. And then gently roll over to your side. Take your time. When you're ready, come upright to sit. No rush. If you have a comfortable seat, draw the palms together in front of you, sealing the hands together as you seal your practice this evening. Close your eyes, sit up tall. Let your next inhale lift your heart to your hands. With your exhale, gently bow head to fingertips. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Do you want to bring him in here so he can say hi? I think my son wants to say hi, but anyway, thanks for joining me. Have a great night, and I hope to see you next week. Oh, no, maybe next time. All right, thanks a lot. Let's see. All right, bye.